Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you a quick video of how to change the LCD screen on my Acer Aspire V5. The exact serial number model for this is V5-121-0452. This is the 11.6-inch LCD screen that I cracked accidentally. I ordered a new laptop screen from laptopscreen.com. It arrived promptly, and I'm going to do a quick video showing you how to replace it. I only have very basic tools. I'm going to use my handy dandy little pocket knife, which is conveniently sized. The tip works well for the Phillips head screws. I would recommend using a proper small screwdriver set. It would work a lot better. And I'm also just going to use a tiny little card like this to help peel off the edges of the screen. So I'm going to start with the video right now. What we have here is the outside combing just pops off. Just a little bit of pressure, pulling up and out will help remove it. That will get the top part off. From other videos I've watched, some models just the whole outside cover pops off like this, but on this one you'll see that there are two tiny little black circles right by my thumb here, and you can pop that off with a flathead screwdriver or a little knife. The glue on these ones already came off. Pop those off, exposing the screw head. Now I can just take these off, put my screws to the side where I'm not going to lose them. Just want to show you how easy this is to do. I was a little concerned about doing it myself at first. Then once I watched a couple videos, I realized it was totally something I can handle. So that should just pop off pretty easily. Don't pull too hard. You don't want to break anything. Now I have that off. You can see that there are 4 screws that connect the screen in, and there's also a connection for the webcam here. So I'm going to carefully remove these screws now, putting them to the side so I don't lose them. I was very fortunate that my little pocket knife works for all the screw heads. Worried and falling in the computer there. The screws do seem to have a little bit of magnetization to them, which is kind of helpful and a little annoying at the same time, because they don't sometimes want to come out, so you have to kind of hold them with your fingers. Alright, so now the screen should be loose. Pull it out gently. You'll notice that the webcam thing comes off with the screen. We want to gently pull that off. You can see that there's an adhesive which is pretty strong, so peel that back, carefully removing it. And now we just have the hookup at the bottom. This was a little difficult the first time I did it. This isn't the first time, this is the second time. So this glue here is actually pretty well adhered. So you're going to have to pry it off carefully. Make sure it's completely off. And very gently, get this a little closer. Very gently, you can just pull back, and it will release without too much problem. So that's my old screen, busted, ready to be replaced. And here's my beautiful new screen. Get to take off the cover. Not even a single fingerprint on it yet. That's exciting. first things first, I'm going to connect the main LCD connection. Gently press it into place. When I first looked at this connection, I was a little concerned that I could pull too hard and damage it, but it really gets on there fairly smoothly. Redo the adhesive tape. You could add your own tape on afterwards if you're concerned about the fit, but it's pretty easy. And now the webcam. It should also just slide back in simply. Should be good. Now we can get our screen back up into place. That looks like the spot. Got all our screw holes lined up. Now you have to remember there are two different types of screws. You have the shorter ones, which connect the screen to the backing, and then we also have the longer ones, which were the ones that held on the outside combing. So you got to make sure you use the small ones first and put them back together. Nice. Oh, and also if I was wise, I would have removed my power source first. You don't want to have the computer on or plugged in when you do this. Oh, I dropped the screw. Colby, cut that out. My dog is over there chewing a bone, making all those weird noises. Sure that's on there. Where's my little screw? Oh, I found it. That's good. So as you can see, even this is easy to do, even from a complete amateur that keeps dropping screws and having connections come undone. My big fat fingers aren't very good with this kind of thing. That's the ticket. Well, as you can see, the screws just go back in. I mean, I know I'm struggling a little bit right now. You don't have to watch this, because it's pretty simple. The operation to put it back together is the same as taking it apart. You just put in the 4 small screws, and then snap the combing back on. There we go. Got it threaded in now. Careful not to cross thread it, and don't go too tight and snug. Number 2. Going much more smoothly than the first. There we go. final screen securing screw. Oh no, don't move it. There it is. So there's the magnetization helping me out. Again, I dropped it down to the body of the computer and I was able to just pull it out. Working with the right tools always makes things easier, so I'd recommend using a proper small size Phillips head screwdriver, not an old pocket knife like me. But whatever you have to get the job done, right? There we go, so that's back on. Now I can get the combing, molding, cover, I don't know what you want to call it, but it'll just snap back on. Light pressure. Pretty much done. You just have the 2 more screws to insert, and then I can put on the plastic covering again. If you want, you can add a dot of glue to make sure these are on securely again, but I'm just going to glue them back on because I'm not too concerned about it. And with that, I completed my video on how to replace the LCD screen on my